We're gonna go ahead and get started. It's 9:30, so hopefully everybody's on because I've got an exciting topic to share with all of you. You know, it's exciting for me because I love marketing. It's what I do, and I love giving you guys tools that make your jobs easier. So I
Share your name.
Oh, I did earlier. This is JD. This is Melissa Butis from the marketing department. Yes, so I'm here to talk about XpressDocs and a fancy new feature that we're rolling out to admins and ASCs and managers right now, and hope that you guys can roll this out to your agents because I think it's going to be an awesome addition to their arsenal of stuff, especially those agents who love to ask for last-minute marketing requests. So just to kind of get started, just to show you a quick and easy way to access XpressDocs, obviously Schmidt resources we're all familiar with. Great tool with lots of awesome things that JD just keeps adding to every single day. He's going to be adding a quick link directly to these templates that I'm going to go over. He said by the end of the day, so let's all just check back with him at the end of the day to make sure that's done. And then there's also a quick link under the technology square that gets you directly into XpressDocs right here. There's also a quick link that gets you into CB Exchange. I like using the CB Exchange access because it actually, once you're over here, you go to the shirt button, you click on XpressDocs, and it automatically logs you in. You don't have to remember your login or password. Sometimes it takes a minute to load. As an admin and a manager, you're going to see your office and you're going to be able to log in to the office that you have rights to. And within that office, you can impersonate an agent and help them create one of these flyers. So I'm actually going to log out as an admin and just log in as myself, because I've worked on these templates and I've got some saved, so I just wanted to access them that way. So when I log in using my CB Great Lakes email, it shoots me over to the main page of XpressDocs where you have lots of different ordering options. Some of the feedback that we've received is that some of these options are kind of pricey. With any type of printing, online printing, using a local printer, the more you order, the cheaper it's going to get. And sometimes you don't need 50 or 100 flyers for a property, especially when they're selling as quickly as they are. So, and you want them quick, and you want to be able to print them right away on demand and not have to wait for shipping. So what we've done is rolled out some templates that agents and ASCs and managers are going to be able to print at absolutely no cost to you right there in your office. So you can use this system, pretty simple. The easiest way to access the templates is going to go along the main bar on the top where it says print and direct mail. There's a couple different ways that you can access these. You can also say you want to start a new order, but I like using the print and direct mail option because it actually lists out along the left-hand side everything that you have available to you. And when you scroll, it's about 2/3 the way down the page, you're going to see custom templates, and they're labeled as Schmidt. So if for any reason you log into the system and you do not see this option, let me know right away. I just have to contact my account manager at XpressDocs and make sure that it's added to your office. But he's assured me that all Schmidt offices should see this option. So when you see custom templates, you're going to click where it says Schmidt, and you're going to see 5 available templates that are 8.5 by 11, one-sided, and there's 5 different ones that are available for PDF download at no cost to you. We've asked for these 5 templates, and we do have the option to add more. So if there's a template that maybe one of your agents has ordered before through XpressDocs that's not on here, we can get it added. So just reach out to me and let me know. These 5 templates are pretty basic. The first one here has one photo, one large photo. You've got a global luxury template that has 3 photos, and then you've got 3 more that have 4 photos each. And each of them look a little bit different. And I have populated those templates, so I'm going to just shoot over and show you what they look like finished. I just used my information, so obviously I'm not an agent. You use an agent and it would have their designation, their contact information, their DBA listed. And I just used a sample listing that's actually a listing out of our Cascade office because there are some nice photos. I thought it presented pretty well. So this is a global luxury listing. So ideally you'd want to use the global luxury template, but I did use this listing for all 5 templates. So you can see this is a PDF that I downloaded of the global luxury. This one is considered the striped template. It's got 4 photos, a spot for a description, some bullet points, information along the top. XpressDocs will add your DBA under the Coldwell Banker logo. This is the traditional template. This is the one photo transparent template. And the classic. So all of these are formatted for, like I said, 8.5 by 11, single-sided. So it'll be super easy for you to print them, or for an agent to print them right at their office color printer, or maybe they have an inkjet at home that they can print at. And they are one-sided just to make it easy, so you're not having to flip the page or anything like that. And I am going to provide Carrie with these basic 2-page instructions that little bit of a shortcut to what I'm going over today. It shows you how to access them. And in the instructions, I recommend that you select the option to fit to page when you go to print these, because as you can see, this one goes right to the edge of the page with the design. So when I go to my file menu and I hit print, in the dialog box, you have options to fit or actual size, or you can scale it. If you do fit to page, it's automatically going to scale it down just slightly so that you have a white margin around the edge and nothing is cut off. So always fit to page when you send to the printer. And ideally, I would think that these are going to be used a lot for, those last minute listings that come in and they have an open house on Saturday or Sunday, and they need, I think we've all gotten the requests that come in from agents where they say, I just got a listing, I got to get it on the MLS, and I'm going to need flyers because they want it open this weekend. I think we've all had those requests come in, and we know in this business, a lot of stuff works last minute like that, so these will work great for those. So when you're back over here in XpressDocs, if you've ever used the system before, or pretty much any online system, it's fairly user-friendly and easy to use. Sometimes it might take a little bit. You might have to wait for pages to load, but when you select the template, you're going to see that there's no cost associated with the file download. And you hit next. And now you have the option to customize the template. So if you've ever used XpressDocs before, you have an option to put in your headshot and consider that the default headshot. You can put in your contact information, so that always loads every time you use the system. You can name this order, so I would suggest naming it with the address of the listing so that you can identify those easily, because you do have the option to go back and re-download them. So when I go in, I make sure that my contact information is correct. I make sure that my headshot is in there, and you actually have the option to do 2 agents, 2 headshots. So if you have 2 agents co-listing, all of these templates are set up to have 2 agents available on them. You can add photos. So this template contains 3 photos, so it gives you the option to upload your photos. And by doing that, you can select from a previous order. You can upload from your computer. Just make sure you know where you have those photos saved on your computer, because when you go to browse, it's going to ask you where you have them saved. And then you insert those photos into the appropriate spots, which down at the bottom you can see it says photo 1, 2, and 3, so where they'll fit. And I'm going to go back actually to, let's see if I cancel this. Lets me save and exit. I'll go to one that I already have done, which would be shown under my order history. So I've got all of these that I tested each of the templates, and I can go in and re-download the PDF. And let's see. I thought there was a way to add it again. I think it's the reorder option. So I can, if I needed to go in and edit anything, I click the shopping cart to reorder it. So in here you can see I've got populated the 3 photos. I've told when I upload them, I named them to make it a little bit easier. This is my water shot, my kitchen shot, living room, and you assign where you want those on the template. You've got information for the property address. This has a spot for property subdivision, but I use that as kind of a headline, and you can see where it fell right underneath the address here on the template. Bedroom, bathroom price. Sometimes you want to leave the price off, maybe put square footage in there. So it's flexible what you put in that information in that field. And then you've got a couple extra spots for bullet points that I didn't use, and it wants you to check the boxes if you don't want those to show. Otherwise, it would just show a bullet point with blank information next to it. So I've got some additional spots that I could have filled with information about the listing. I've got a second headline that I decided not to use, and that was left off in the final template. So there's some kind of customizing on your end that you're available, that is available to you. And you can refresh to see the preview of it. When I click on it, it actually pops up just kind of the preview of the template, so you get a better idea of how much space you're working with and what it'll look like. And when I hit continue, that I've looked at it, I think it looks great. There's a couple steps in here that are kind of additional steps that go along with if you're going to print it. It really wants you to make sure that you've reviewed it, that you're saying that it's approved when you send something to print. You obviously want to be accountable for what is being printed, but in this case, you're just going to download a PDF. So oh, okay, so tonight there's a scheduled outage at 11 p.m. So nobody get on XpressDocs at 11 p.m. tonight, because you won't be able to do anything. Well, Central Time, which I don't know. What is that? 2 hours different than us. So anyway, when you get this proof and you view as a PDF, you're going to see proof written across it, which is obviously not the one that you want to download. So you actually have to check that you're agreeing that you're responsible for the information, that the content of it, as if you were going to print it. Those are kind of XpressDocs checkpoints to make sure that you're being held responsible, so you can't go back to them and say, oh, well, it looked off. Well, you had every chance to review the proof, but in this case, you're just going to download a file, and that's really your only option with these templates. So there's no mistaking that you're going to order printing that would cost you anything. So when you hit, oops, it's working. So there's really no promo code needed. If you do any printing with XpressDocs, always use Schmidt 15, because that does get you 15% off every order. But in this case, you've got zero charge, no cost for the order. Proceed to your checkout. Kind of still set up like if you were going to print it. You have to complete your checkout. A couple extra steps there that are probably unnecessary. But then it gives you an option right here to download the PDF. So you've ordered it. It actually sends you an email confirmation that you've placed this order. It goes in your order history. And by clicking that button, it downloads to my download folder. And I've got my fancy flyer that I can print directly to my printer. So that's about it. Pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Are you guys? JD says, does the info pull over from the MLS? No, it does not. To my knowledge, there's not an option for that. I know XpressDocs does have a feature. Where is it at? It's their APM, Automated Property Marketing, and that does pull information from listings. I think, Carrie, do you know, is it through Dash that it pulls through?
So the MLS would feed Online Office, which feeds Dash, which feeds XpressDocs.
So yeah, there's a couple steps in there. So your automated property marketing, there are no free templates in there, but that's if you set up that profile, the XpressDocs system will automatically create a flyer or a postcard or whatever you designate it to create for you every time your agent has a new listing, and it's automated and it pulls through. But using these free templates, there is not that option to pull the data through. So you do have to add it. Which, you know, kind of makes for a little bit of nice customizing. You can really say what you want to say. A lot of these templates have bullet point lists, so you can kind of list amenities or special features. Makes it a little bit more customizable. So, any other questions that anyone has? I'll give a few minutes here. Is everyone as excited as I am? I think it's cool because in marketing, we definitely get a lot of agents that come over like on a Friday afternoon and say, I need a flyer. My client wants it listed today and open house tomorrow. And they want to get, something in their hands that looks a little bit more custom than what is available on the MLS. There are some MLS, depending on your MLS board, there are some templates available. And none of them are very fancy. So these are really nice branded, Coldwell Banker branded, fancy templates without a whole lot of effort. So obviously this will be recorded and available in the Schmidt Resource website. And I've got the PDF that I kind of went through that shows where to access this information via XpressDocs. So Carrie will get that out to everyone. And hope that you share it with your agents and that they're excited as I am about it. Laura says she's super excited. Thank you, Laura. She shares in my marketing excitement. All right, I think that's it. Carrie, have anything to add or?
No, thank you so much, Melissa. We are all very excited about this. It's just another great option for our agents to utilize. And that document that you're seeing on your screen already went out to all of you. It will go out to the agents on Monday via our Blue Matter email. So thanks, Melissa, for your work on this. We do appreciate it. And I agree with you. It's a great last minute option for our agents. They look beautiful. They should print just fine. If you guys are having issues with your printers in your offices, reach out to myself or to marketing and we can help you with some settings to get these to work for everyone.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Great. Everybody have a great weekend. Oh, and next week is Thanksgiving, so we will not be here next Thursday, the 22nd. So we hope that everybody has a wonderful holiday and enjoy yourselves and your families. And we will be back on schedule on the 29th. So thanks, everyone, and thanks, Melissa.
Thanks. Bye.